When people say autism didn't exist back in their days, I just want to show them this episode, because not only is he on the spectrum, but he's stuck in the Twilight Zone, overstimulated as hell. A young Robert Duvall plays Charlie Parks, who's a socially awkward man who still lives at home with his mom, who's very overbearing. She's very emotionally incestual. Now, on his work break, he likes to go to the museum, specifically to look at this dollhouse that has this Victorian era looking lady. Now, the doll that's in the dollhouse starts playing the piano and starts moving, which really excites Charlie. So he asks the guard, how do they get the dolls to move like that? And the guard tells him, I don't like jokes, especially not on my shift. Like, sir, you're at work. This is when you should be taking all the jokes. But the guard tells him, look, there's no way this doll could have moved because they're all made out of wood. Now, back at work, Charlie's greeted by his coworkers that are just like quiet and staring him down, like the kid that got called into the principal's office. His boss calls him into the office to fire him. He's like, look, it just seems like you don't really want to work here. You're not a team player and you just don't fit in. So with no job and nothing but free time, he goes back to the museum to see his girl. Like, the way he is so giddy. He's just like, oh, I'm here to see my favorite dancer. Family is very aware that he's very socially awkward. They just don't know what to do about it. He goes back to his girl and he's just talking to her as she ignores him. He's like, my family thinks I'm crazy, but they don't know you. They don't know you like I know you, Slim. No one does. The guard is over here like, someone get this kid. And his sister actually followed him to the museum that day. And she's like, hey, take me out to lunch. So they go to the diner. She's basically like, look, you're weird. You've always been weird. But hey, I could help you. I have a girl named Harriet that wants to go on a date with you. Now, this girl, Harriet, is just a little too touchy for my liking. And Charlie is not feeling her. He is visibly so uncomfortable. And she forces him to kiss her. And he literally just pushes her.
Well, I'm sorry.
Now, back at the Victorian strip club, his girlfriend's pimp comes in. He's hitting the maid, he's hitting the girl, and Charlie's over here like, run! He breaks the glass case trying to save her. He ends up going to a psychiatrist. And now some time has passed, and Charlie is just so optimistic. Charlie is so happy. His family is like, who the hell is that? That is not our Charlie. Charlie is like, by the grace of God, I am cured. I know she was a doll. She is not real. At home, his brother offered him a job earlier in the episode, which he declined, and now he's like, hey, I'll take that job. So Charlie is like an old man who takes naps throughout the day. So he's taken his nap, or his family thinks he's taking a nap, but he escaped. Yeah, so the museum is closed, so he hid in one of those mummy tombs until everybody was gone. For some reason, his family didn't call the cops. I know 911 wasn't a thing back then, but they called the psychiatrist and they were like, hey, you helped him before. Help us now. Where's Charlie? What happened to him? Now, while Charlie is talking to his girl, he hears his family and he's like, oh shit, I gotta hide. Now they're in the area looking, and the guard decides to look in the glass case, and what he finds is Charlie in the case with his girlfriend. And then Rod Sterling goes, they never found Charlie Parks because the guard didn't tell them what he saw in the glass case. He knew what they'd say, and he knew they'd be right too. I think the moral of the story is, being in a relationship is not going to help you, but maybe being in a fictional relationship just might do the trick.